Okay, so we're going to take a look at what we got here. Felissa. Why do you follow me around, Felissa? Maybe Felissa follows me because Felissa likes me. But then again, probably not because I've said I'm a goober, right? And I'm a goober and I can't fake it and I can't hide it. It's like out there for everybody to see, especially when I get confused and end up getting two cheap fake Felissas. I don't know how I did that. I don't know. I don't know, as my wife would say, how I did that. But I did that. So let's open it up. I just went through and ordered a bunch of knives that look kind of neat, and I wanted to take a look at them and see what's what. So, Felissa 4.5-inch black half carbon fiber handle. I don't understand that. Fast opening folding knife. Half carbon fiber. I don't know. Let's see. How are we going to get in? I think. I'm at least going to make sure that it is the exact same thing. In which I'm afraid it is. Again, I have no idea how I'm going to end up doing this. That sucker got some weight to it. And we got some packaging in there. So maybe this is just an actual cheapo style knife because if I'm not mistaken, I think these were like $16. Uh, and I mean, the knife is very weighty and that feels like some pretty significant carbon fiber. Carbon fiber, I'm gonna say backstrap, but I forget the name of it. And it would be tipped down, right hand only. So, and she flips open pretty good. It says D2. Looking in there, it's definitely on bearings. D10 is okay. I mean, it could be a lot better, but it's okay. Flicks open okay. It's a button lock. And this is actually the first button lock that I've actually got, but well, you can probably tell I probably have a few more on the way. So, oh no. Well, then this is fine. This is okay. I'm not as gooberlicious as I thought I was because this is like um these are really some pretty cool knives. I think they're pretty nice. I think they got a decent weight to them. They feel solid. They feel smooth opening. So I don't know if Felissa. I'm gonna have to look it up to see if Felissa is a real brand, and if they're expensive or what, and to know if these are like fake outs. But what I think this is like a fake carbon fiber because it's more like G10 and a carbon fiber look, or it could be carbon fiber. And this right here is basically just a textured finish. But see, I'm seeing things that is kind of strange. Being as I'm looking, because how well made these seem to be, these may not be blemishes because these are brand new. And I can see some kind of blemish here at the pivot pin. Then, of course, this right here, I mean, on a fake out knife, I don't think you would take and CNC machine the name into the handle. So I'm kind of wondering if maybe these were like a short run on AliExpress of blemishes. And they were selling them. So these, I'm going to have to look in to see if there's an actual FLISSA brand. And see, that blade is locked up good. I mean, I can barely feel some up and down, but not left and right. You got a little bit of a finger chole, and you've got some traction on the back of that knife. The gimping, I mean, is solid. I mean, it feels pretty solid. And I mean, I can reach the bottom of the gimping, even gripping the knife in the back. And see, there's a little bit of like markings right here, almost like it had been carried. I mean, I'd be honest, but I really think that this could potentially be a return, or it could be a blemish. I haven't come across any this good, that feels this good. I'm not used to a button lock, so let me hold it real tight. And it stops right there. And so let me take and just push it enough to break it loose. And then it'll drop all the way down. So while you're pushing it, just let go of it and it'll flip on down. So these are very surprising. This is not what I was expecting. I was expecting a cheapo seeming knife. See, there's a little bit of blemishing right in there. So seriously, I need to, and because there are blemishes and marks on the handles of both of them. And I'm almost 100% sure I ended up paying $16.99 or something like that on AliExpress for each one of these. And I haven't, come across feels this solid and good. The F seems to be spun a little bit, and I don't know if that's normal, but it's basically about the same degree on both of the pivot pins. I like this knife. I'm glad actually that I did end up ordering 2 of them, because again, that's layered in that where it's been chamfered on the sides. So I don't think that's real carbon fiber. Of course, you got lanyard loopholes in the back of them. You know what? I think I'm going to leave this right here, and I will come back to this video with more about these knives, because I'm not convinced, although I paid $16 a piece for them on AliExpress. They have a name on them, FLISSA. I'm not convinced that these are fake. And so I need to do some research to kind of find out if potentially they are, and to make sure. And if they're not, then you guys need to know if these are blems. And depending on how much these things would normally be, if they are blems, you need to know about it. And it's a definite 100%. I like these knives. These I would not mind fiddle farting around with, as my kinfolk have said in the past. Mom would say that a lot. Are you fiddle farting around back there, boy? Okay, so I said I'd do some checking and I'd come back to this FLISSA. This is not a knockoff. I mean, this is somebody getting out there and contending against the masses, I guess. And so this is G10 with a carbon fiber inlay and FLISSA engraved in it. You've got the screw is hidden underneath the clip, which the clip is a little light, but to be honest, it works fine. I have carried it for a day and it does just fine. That almost looks like T6 on the clip, T8 on the hardware all the way around. So let's see what I got in here. I got can't really get it in there on it just right. So let's push this T6 out. Yeah, they're in there tight. So I'm just gonna which I could break them loose, but I'm not going to bother. That is a T8. So the hardware all the way around is T8. I'd really prefer to have T10 on the pivot pin. But this knife right here, I'm telling you, I think I see it for $18 to $21 on different places. But I got two of them at $16.50, I think it was. And I don't remember for sure. I think I said earlier that it was AliExpress, but it could have been Temu. But for 16 something is what I got these knives for. And that is just amazing smooth. And that pin that just falls down, that button, it's just... Now the only thing, because it falls so free, the detent isn't super tight, but it's not going to by any means open up on you, but you have like a very small bit of play before it really hits hard on the detent. And so the only problem, and which I don't consider a problem, just get used to it, is push the pin, and I end up with it, I can't really make it do it, I end up with it like that, because I don't time releasing the button just right. You push it and it goes on down, and release it and it closes. It is amazingly smooth opening. I love the way this knife opens. It is just buttery smooth coming open. How they did a knife like this for $16, I'll never understand. A button lock too, and I mean there's no thumb studs whatsoever, and there's no side to side. And I mean, I think I'm just dreaming there might be a smidge of up and down, but so much that I'm really not 100% sure if it is. So this FLISSA knife, this button lock, is amazing. I know there's other FLISSAs that I may wind up trying to look at just to see, especially as cheap as they are. So this is one of those knives that is unreal how inexpensive it is, but the quality, in my opinion, that you get. I mean, personally, I think this right here would be a comparison to Civivi, in all honesty. I don't have super high-end knives to compare against. Right now, Civivi is the best knife that I have to compare against as far as the feel. So when you're closing it, which, well, now I can't do it. I've closed it enough times that, there we go. See, I'll do that a lot of times. And that's just me getting used to the knife. I can't recommend this knife enough. The blade is real nice. It is I'm gonna call it a dagger style knife, but some people would call it a drop point maybe. But it's more like a dagger. I mean, your tip is probably slightly above the axis of the pivot. So yeah, I mean the other one I got is all G10, and so I mean I just don't get it. I don't know how they did this. I mean I don't know how you should get one. Period. You should get one. So that's all I got on this right here for now. I definitely recommend it. 2, 3, hand me some more thumbs and I'll give it more thumbs up. You can't go wrong with this. It's kind of like the Ozark Trails $10 knife. You know, you can't go wrong with that fidget toy. And for this right here, see, okay, bounce. That's it. You'll get some bounce because it's just flippy floppy. That blade's just flippy floppy. And you don't have to push hard on that button, but what I tend to do is, instead of pushing straight down on a button, I'll push kind of to the side. The bomb diggity. So, again, 2 thumbs up, or 10, because I'm all thumbs. So, appreciate you guys sticking around and watching this, and I hope to see you again soon. It's very important to me, and I thank you for spending it here with me. Thanks, and God bless.